Hi guys, System Skynet sent me his Ferrari a little while back. He had bought it and was pretty upset with it. It's very low powered, very slow. There'll be a link in the video description to my unboxing of it. It's a Rastar or Xinghui Auto Model Company Limited. Ferrari F1, scale 1/12, number 57400, made in China, 40 megahertz, toy grade, and yeah, it's very slow. First thing I'm going to do is see if we can get the bottom off and have a look inside, and then I may eventually convert it to hobby grade. First thing I'll probably do is see if we can stick a small LiPo battery in there and see if that helps it at all. If I remember rightly, let's not guess, let's have a look. Let's see what batteries. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 1.5 is 7.5 volts. So it should survive if we put a 2S LiPo in there. So we'll have a look inside anyway. We'll do a bit of a tear down on it. But what I'll probably do first time round is chop out these centre sections from the battery bay there, so we can lay a 2S LiPo battery in there and solder that up to the receiver, so we can use it as a LiPo powered car. So we've got some screws here, some right in there that I'm going to need a longer screwdriver to get to. I somewhat suspect those are probably the more important ones, because most of these other ones look like they just hold on the trim. So yeah, we've got one there. It looks like it's part of the main stuff. A couple in there. I'll get a longer screwdriver. Does this one work? Yeah. Got any in there? No, none in there. What about this one? Okay. I reckon we've got to take these extra bits off. It's just trim, but we've probably got some screws hidden somewhere that we can't get to. Okay, yeah, there's another one. It's still got some sticking there somewhere. Ah, right, that sort of unclips. Okay, it looks like we've got to take all these screws out. Some of them are different sizes. I hate it when they do that. So those are all the same size. You probably can't see what I'm doing. Hands are out the way. Putting them in different piles. Right, well that was just holding back on. Oh, more screws. What a pain in the bits. Little ones. Do they actually do anything? Not really. Got some bits and pieces, but looks like I've got to take these off. Just put my hands in the way. Right, what size are those screws? Right, they're a different size again. Oh, those are the little ones again. Oh, come on, now what's holding it? It's just sort of, yeah, you have to wiggle it to get it in place. Alright, so what have we got? We've got steering motor. Well, at least we don't have to take it apart to be able to see how it works. Motor, pinion gear under there turns that gear, and that gear turns that one, and that gives us steering. Okay, and then at the other end, that actually looks like that's a reasonable size motor, to be honest. Looks like we didn't need to undo that bit. Do it back up for now, just a few less bits to fall apart. Although having said that, that might be interesting just to have a look there while we're at it. Under here will be the receiver, so we'll have a quick look at that. But it is only 40 megahertz. Looks like there is enough room to squeeze a couple of ESCs in there, so we could do a quick and dirty conversion to hobby grade. Hobby grade receiver would fit there quite easily. Small ESC for there, and another small ESC to control the front motor as well, and we'd be running hobby grade. Let's have a look at this little motor and gearbox. That's caught my interest now. How are we doing for time? We're all right. Put that screwed in there. That screw out. Undo that screw again. Just looking if we can separate this gearbox. Will that split, or has it got clips holding it together? Oh, come on. I think it's one of those ones we're not going to be able to get. Oh, no, wait a minute. Ah, right, we've got a little cover over there. Can we undo anything in there? Yes. Can you see anything? Yeah, I think you can just about see. Right, so we can undo that. See if we can get that one off as well. Yeah, that's come off. Undo that. Can we pull that out? Yes, we can pull that out. We can pull that out. So now, will it split? Yes. Right, this is the bit I wanted to look at. Let's zoom in a bit. Because this does look a little bit more interesting than usual. Right. So, a reasonable size motor, not enormous, but reasonable. Oh, one of the screws caught in it. So, pinion gear to a bigger gear, to a smaller gear, to a bigger gear, to a smaller gear, to a bigger gear. So one that's similar size, and then we have actually got a differential, or what do they call it? I can't remember what you call it again. The old memory's gone, sorry. Something to do with planetary gear, isn't it? Yeah. So we got, if I turn this one that way, that one can turn the opposite way. Planetary gear system, I think they call it, something like that. Because you've got bits in the middle and bits go around the outside. And because they're going round each other, it means the whole thing can go in opposite directions. So that's a bit nice. I think if you stick a big motor in the front there though, the chances are those plastic gears are going to give up fairly rapidly. There's a little key in there to go into that bit there to hold it the right way round. So I'll get that back in there the right way. So yeah, that's a little bonus. That's a little bit more interesting than they usually are. We've got the screws, try and remember to get all the bits back in, all the right screws. Right. Yes, I know my hand's in the way. Sorry. Find those bits needed to go on first. And I don't remember which way round they were. Were they that way? Or the other way? No, that was at the front, wasn't it? These were the bits that were at the back looking a bit funny. And they went in there. So that's going to be one of the last bits to go on. But they did go on there, but I can't remember whether those brakes were forwards or backwards. I'm going to have to watch the video back. Right, we'll have a little break before I put it back together, because we want to be sure we put the bits in the right place. Yeah. And at the same time, what I'll do is I will solder that JST connector on to the battery connections so that we can plug a LiPo battery in. Right, back again. I melted a big hole through there so I can push the JST connector through. That also means that if we want to convert it back to batteries, I can just push that back out the way, right the way through. But I won't do it just now. So yeah, that's in there. It's wired up so it's straight onto the connectors where the battery would go. So it goes through the on-off switch as well. So that's handy. Gotta put that cover back on there. That thing. Which way did it have screw holes in it? Those two. And they were little ones. Huh. I didn't do very much, did they? Just popped straight through. That's pretty hopeless, wasn't it? How about if I put them through the other way round? Right, there's another little one which I think went in there. Okay, and a longer one went there. Oh, hang on a minute. They're going to be up underneath. And I checked, I've got those the right way round. These, it's supposed to be the disc brakes, isn't that? Oh, so we could put these back on before we forget them. Now we were that way round. So that one came off that side. Okay. Having taken it apart now, I'm confident that we could squeeze hobby grade in there if we wanted to. Enough space to do it. Right, now we've got to fiddle around and get all this back in order. That bit flicked over there. Like that. Shut that for now so it's out of the way. Okay, screw in there, screw in there, screw in there, screw in there. Forgot where that goes. Well, that was that bit, wasn't it? that bit. Screw there, screw there, screw there. So that screw must be that one. Yep, that's okay. Little screw there. Have I missed one from inside? I think, yeah, probably should have been 4 on that cover on the RC. Not going to worry about that just now because we're probably going to be taking this apart again fairly soon. Right, these bits are like that. And those bits like that. Yeah, that one was definitely inside, but I'm not going to take it apart again for now. Here. Oh, actually, no, that piece goes there. Just in case you've never been told, you're putting these screws back into plastic. You always turn them backwards till you feel them click and then go forwards so they find the original thread. Because if you just push it in and start turning forwards, it will cut a new thread in the plastic and that will weaken it. Screw, 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 screw. 2 more at the back which just hold that in place. And they were slightly longer. Than these ones. So we're back together. Now, what I said was I was going to break out these centre bits, if I can. These just separate the AA batteries. But if I clear them out the way, I should be able to lay a small 2S battery straight in there. And still be able to use the AA batteries if required. go and see. I've got it on charge at the moment. I'll go and see if it's ready. Right, it's not absolutely fully charged, but it's practically fully charged. Right, that's going to fit in there nicely. Not quite going to have enough room to put my normal LiPo alarm in there that I'd like to put in there. I have got a smaller one somewhere. Let's see if we can plug this in. Just push that in for now. Come on, sit down. Okay, that's in, that's on, that's on. Okay, so we have control. It is actually midnight. And I know if I go in the other room, the lighting's pretty awful. It's LED lighting, but this camera doesn't like it. I'll just put it on the floor here. Which won't be much better. Okay, wheel spin. Now we weren't getting that before. Yeah. So that looks like we're getting a bit more power to the wheels, which is quite likely because that, as I say, that's practically fully charged, that LiPo, and fully charged it's 8.4 instead of 7.5 volts from your 5 AA batteries. Although I did do a video a long time ago showing that absolutely fresh AA batteries do give you 8 point something volts. The 1.5 they're rated at is nominal, the same as 7.5 for a 2S LiPo. So yeah. Yeah, it looks like we've improved that bit. The other problem we've got will be the range. Yeah, that's going a bit better, because that's where we really want to have hobby grade now, so that we don't get wheel spin as we pull away, so we can pull away gently. Instead of just being forwards backwards, we can do a gentle pull away And the same with the cornering, so we don't have full right and full left, we have proportional. I've got some little ESCs on order, some little generic 20 amp brushed ESCs, because they were cheap, so I ordered some anyway. So we'll probably do a hobby grade conversion, but before we do that we'll go and give this one a bit of a try somewhere in daylight. So that'll do for now. That's a tear down and a LiPo conversion. Thanks for watching. If you like that, then you might like this. And if you like this and that, you might like to subscribe over there.